NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's. Hello and welcome once again to another beautiful edition of Cooking at Castle. And you know, I keep getting these letters. Everybody was all upset. Hey, where's Cooking at Castle? We haven't seen it for a while. There was basketball games and madness and everything else going on. It just, you know, there's only so much you can do when you've got all this going on. And then I get this special kind of letter. It says, and I got to read this. Can you name people who aren't wrapped too tight? Why, of course. I got a lot of people. Here's this guy, Comey. He's not wrapped too tight. He thought he was Italian. Got fired from the big fat Italians. FBI, fat big Italians. You know what I mean. And then, boom. Then there's a bait. He couldn't remember what he was doing, what he was saying. He was late. Didn't get any pasta vazul. Boom, he got booted out. And Mahler, he's still mulling it over. He's walking around in a stupor trying to keep his job because you know what? Two got fired. They'll fire him too. Now, on the other hand, here's this Paul Standish. You know, he ain't wrapped too tight. We call him for lunch, he doesn't show up. I said, hey, Paul, why don't you show up? And what does he tell me? He tells me about how he's looking. Look at this.
Well, my body could use a little slimming. I keep my shirt on when I go swimming, and I ain't seen my feet since 1984. The old lady wants to roll in the hay. We turn the lights down all the way, 'cause I don't look good naked anymore. No, I don't look good naked anymore. I'm a deep-fried, double-wide version of the man I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I won't fit through the door, and I don't look good naked anymore.
I wanted him to wear some clothes. I don't care about this I don't look good naked anymore stuff. And then he puts that chicken on here, that dancing chicken. So there's only one thing we can do. We're going to get chicken tenders, and we're going to wrap them, because I know you want things wrapped tight. We're going to wrap them in bacon and dress them with a special barbecue sauce. Oh, I know you want to see some Italian chicken in there too, because you know, I'll dress some Italian chicken so you have like a little Cajun, a little Italian, you know, and we're going to serve it up with some jambalaya. And I guarantee after you taste that, you'll say, wow, I'm glad I watched Cooking at Castle, because my chicken was wrapped just right. Now, we're going to be right back after we take this break and hear from these great sponsors.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Here you go, as we make our Italian chicken versus our Southern Louisiana barbecue chicken with a little New Orleans jambalaya. And we have all these ingredients: sausage, the chicken, and you can't forget the bacon. And let's see, we're going to start putting it together. We're going to add our chicken and some Italian seasoning to get this underway. There you go. Our Italian chicken all seasoned up. And we're going to see you in 4 to 6. This little version, we've wrapped bacon around our chicken tender, and we're going to brown it in the oven and then place it in the microwave. We're going to continue to do this to fill the pan because these are sure to be a hit.
This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers. 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street and Wilmington Road in Newcastle.
Now we filled the pan. We're going to season them with some onion, garlic powder, some Cajun seasoning, a little black pepper, and we're going to bake them in our oven for about 10 to 15 minutes to get them crisp and brown. All seasoned up, as you can see, and ready to go. We're going to cover this with tin foil and then place it in our oven 350 degrees. Now here we lined our second crock pot with our liner, and our tenders are browning with the bacon wrapped around them. Now we're going to gently put them in here, but we are not going to drown them in barbecue sauce. It's going to be a light sauce over them, and then they'll all be ready to be crisp, and this will be used to finish cooking and keep them warm. There are chicken tenders wrapped in bacon. They've kind of browned up, and we're going to put these, and we'll see you in 4. Just timing everything so it comes out at the precise second.
A special thank you to Tuscany Square Restaurant, Wilmington and Mitchell Roads, for providing funding for this program. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Now we're going to brown our sausage for our jambalaya. As you can see, we got it in our pan and ready to go. There's our Italian chicken, and we're going to plate this up with our tenders and our jambalaya and take a look. Now let's take a look. Whoa. If you had smell-o-vision. Now our bacon all done and our chicken. We're going to plate this up and add the barbecue sauce. And then take a look at our jambalaya. Now we're going to add our barbecue sauce, just a thin layer, to the top of our bacon wrapped chicken tenders. Louisiana style.
Special thanks to Little Johnny's 2 downtown, who provided funding for this program. Funding for this program furnished by Mary's Turner's Day Spa, Wilmington Road, Neshannock Township, Newcastle.
And there you go. Now we'll plate this up with our jambalaya and our Italian chicken, just to give you a couple different variations with it. And now we combined our sausage with our rice and our jambalaya mix, and you could see it's cooking up just fine. And we're going to take and let it go just a little bit longer. With the jambalaya mix, all you did was mix some water, some butter, add meat. That's an optional thing, but cook the meat. We cooked the meat before, and then they had a special seasoning packet. Jambalaya with our sausage. We're going to put that with our barbecue chicken tenders, and we'll take a look. And there you go, our jambalaya and Louisiana tenders wrapped in bacon.
Hello, friends. Let Chuck Signs and Printing be your go-to place for all your printing and sign needs. Yes, at 33 South Jefferson Street, Chuck Signs and Printing can do almost anything. Hats, cars, keychains, whatever you need, they'll put a sign on it, do that printing for you, and it's very convenient. Right next to Pizza Man's Pizza, it's Chuck Signs and
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Hey, now didn't I tell you? That was simple and easy. Something you could make on these days right before you get spring and right before you get the summer, and you need something like that. You serve it up with that jambalaya, and you could use sausage or you could use deveined cooked shrimp. And people are going to say, wow, she's really wrapped. She figured out how to do something, and that was tremendous. Serve her with a nice salad and some great bread, you know. But we know, sure, you're wrapped perfect. You're wrapped perfect because you watch Cook in the Castle. It's a known fact, and it's like I said, you're gonna love it. Until next time, bon appetit!